Hello and welcome. Working on redoing some of our videos for the Kempo program. I want to make sure that we've got some reference material. This is not the definitive source on how it should look, but is the basic steps of what we're going through. So, formatting wise, I'm looking at no attacker with equipment, attacker, and then we'll troubleshoot a couple of the little steps along the way. So, first up is if I have no attacker, I have no partner, I'm working on this by myself. Right hand punch is coming. I'm going to step back with my right foot, knife hand block into a back balance stance. My weight should be back a little bit on this back foot. Whether your foot's turned way back, a little bit back, forward, it's mostly on the knee here that we're looking. So I want to turn that back foot back so that I can bend this knee without coming sideways over it. So as we do this, we're going to step back with the right into a back balance stance. At the same time, we're going to throw a knife hand block. Now my knife hand block, I want the tip of my finger right around my eyebrow, nose area, and my elbow relatively vertical. So as I step back, I'm not being real accurate in my targeting. I'm just blocking my whole body from here to here. I'm blocking this whole part of my body very easily. So, right punch comes, step back knife hand block, reverse punch, step away and recover. Come on back up. I'm going to step back knife hand block, reverse punch, step away and recover. When we have a bag to work with, this works really nicely. Most times we have a bag, we want to start back here, and we want to think about having some space. I recommend starting very, very close to the bag. Because if we start very close to the bag, it forces me to work on my distance every time. If I have to step back into my range for that reverse punch, I'm going to get used to where my positioning is. Where if I'm starting back here, sometimes I have to reach, and I'll do things like come off of my heel, and I'll lean forward. So I like to start very close to the bag, and then use my back step to get to where I want to be. The other thing I like to do with this is I will alternate between hit the bag hard and control and just touch. This is for when I'm using this in reality, I want to know that I can hit. I want to know that I can drive through the target, and the bag helps me with that. But when I have a training partner, I want them to continue working with me, so I want to control this. I don't want to hit them in the face each time. It's not going to make them want to work with me. So every once in a while I'll hit, every once in a while I'll hit hard, and then every once in a while I'll just touch and come back. Now if I have a partner, for their benefit, I'm going to have them start in this forward balance stance, and I'm going to have them step and punch and hold that. That's so that they're helping me have a target to look at, but it's also helping them get used to how to close a gap and step and coordinate their punches. Really, this position is not real. This is not something someone would throw in a street fight, but it does help me start to identify as they punch where my target's going to be with a object moving towards me at the same time. Because if they're moving at me and I think they're a bag and I hit them, they're not going to like me anymore. Okay, so you can take a step back, thank you. A couple things to troubleshoot with this. As you're going through it, the knife hand, I'm turning this away and I'm trying to sweep that hand away from me. I can whack that arm and I can try to hit their arm with it. Again, if I'm working a lot of repetitions with a partner, I'm not going to make friends with that partner. So a lot of times in training, I'll try to just brush the arm away, and I'm just trying to get it to clear my head. So if you come back up here, if she punches at my face, go ahead. If I'm right here, I don't need this to be very far to be safe. I just need to get it to there. So punch with the left hand. If she punches with the left hand and she's here, I don't need to knock this way out to here. And in doing so, I'm probably actually going to open myself up to getting hit. I really just need to move it ever so slightly so that I am not going to get hit with it. I just want to take this punch off this shoulder. The other thing, as we're working on the balance of things, I'm going to turn my foot out so that I can sink into my back knee. That's going to let me turn and rotate quickly off of it. It's going to preload all of my weight into this back leg, and it's going to allow me to put some power back into that punch. But also, for me personally, it's just more of a safety thing on the knee. My knees are not good enough to want to rotate over them sideways. I don't like having this foot forward as I do this. It puts a lot of pressure on my knee. Thank you.